Hi, everybody. I'm Laura Petersen, and I just wanted to thank you for tuning in to what we have to offer here at Frontgate Realty. And so I'm just going to take the next little while to go over this process of what we do. And if you're interested and you'd like a live interview, then you can just go ahead and fill out the form below, and we will go from there. Okay, so my first question is, who else wants to dramatically increase closings and income without any cold calling or manual grunt prospecting? Just trying to get my PowerPoint here working. So what we do is we build a legacy by building up others, is what we do. So over the next hour, you're going to discover how to receive a steady stream of warm, qualified leads and appointments with motivated, ready-to-move prospects at above market area price average, as many as you can skillfully handle. Now, what that means is that we actually set people up with appointments. So we're not setting, giving you leads and that kind of stuff. We actually have people here in the office that are making calls, all day long to set up appointments. And so we want to make sure that, the people that we're giving them to know how to process those people and everything as well. So you're going to have appointments with people. In doing this, we're able to make more money with less work, and all forms of cold calling and grunt prospecting, no advertising expense or desk fees. You get high-end leading-edge millionaire agent training from their #1 real estate agent trainer in North America, who is Craig Proctor, and I actually have been with Craig for a number of years, and I actually am a coach for Craig as well. So I know the system very well. We implement it here, and it works great. So then as a result of all of that, you're able to earn $100,000 of income or more like others on our team. So obviously you got to start with why, because that's why we do everything in life, right? So you have to have a mission and a vision for what you want to do. And our mission is to create value-added experiences for each other, our clients, and we serve all to make real estate dreams realities. So our vision is actually to provide the best customer service for our clients, but not only that, but for the staff, the agents, and the vendors. We have an expectation of excellence and a great atmosphere here. And that's what, if you're like-minded and that's what you want to do, those are the kind of people that we're looking for. So what I'm going to show you here is actually comes out of our listing presentation. And what it shows is that 69% of homeowners do not go back to the same real estate agent. So that only means 31% do. So that really does not reflect well on our industry and everything. But what we've found that the reason people don't go back, #1 is poor communication. Then they overpromise, they underdeliver, they promise a selling price far from reality, a speed of sale far from reality, and the list goes on and on and on. So, none of those things are good, obviously. But what we found is that 97.1% of our clients would come back to Frontgate Realty. And here's just a few reviews that show what our clients have said about that. So when you think about it, and you're looking at what the public thinks real estate agents do, and this again is part of our listing presentation, but this, when you read this slide and you see what people are doing, it's like this really is what people think about real estate agents. They think, first of all, that they're just going to advertise themselves. They think they're going to bang a sign on your yard. They're going to create an ad for the paper and maybe run it, download your listing to the MLS, encourage their office to show it, figure they might try an open house, and then they're going to get on their knees and pray it'll sell. So this isn't what really happens, but this is what they think happens. And it is what happens with a lot of agents. So when we say this, it kind of gets a chuckle out of everybody, but it's a chuckle because that's what they think. So what we do is we demonstrate our value as to what we do in order to make things different. Most agents operate like this. They're either juggling a lot of balls, or it's like they've got 6 different hands with things going on. But what we do is that we have a whole team of professionals working with people, and everybody has their role to play so that we don't run out of time for people. This is the way that most business works in America. And like even your doctor that might have a small staff, when you go in there, the doctor isn't the one that's checking you in or making sure that your insurance is okay. and all of those kinds of things. He's got other people that are doing those kinds of things. So we do the same thing in real estate. So when you hire our team, you get a team with years of combined real estate experience and many successful transactions. And because everybody has their own individual role to play, like I said, we don't run out of time for the client because there's always somebody filling the ball or that's bouncing the ball for the people to make sure that everything gets done that it's supposed to. So if you were looking at the definition of a successful real estate career, these are some of the things that we've come up with. And we've come up with that you'd have a steady stream of clients who automatically seek your valuable services without any cold calling, that you're viewed with respect by the people who value your advice, you're able to easily provide superior service and results, which leads them to refer us to others and give repeat business. You're able to work a normal work week or less, taking plenty of time off to pursue outside interests and make a rewarding income. And the question is, how do you get there? Okay, so we're going to go through a little bit of how that works. The old school mentality versus our home selling team. So with the old school mentality, you know, there's all that manual grunt prospecting, the mind-numbing cold calls, floor time. Some people do door knocking, working with clients you don't like because you have to, living with a cell phone constantly on, desperately taking every call no matter where you are or what you're doing for the fear of losing an opportunity, and a slave to every poorly qualified prospect who doesn't value your time. So, you know, let's just take one of these, like working with clients you don't like because you have to. A couple of years ago, I was able to fire my first seller, you know, and it was actually a $500,000 sale. And, you know, it was a property that I put on the market at like 504, I think it was. And in 4 days, I had an offer at 500, and the seller didn't take it. And from that point onward, I think she was mad that she didn't take it. And as a result of that, every day she called me at 7 in the morning until 11 o'clock at night. And after a short period of time, you know, I just told her, I said, I don't think that we're cut out to work together. I think you should go work with somebody else. And she did, and went through a few other people. But the fact of the matter is that she sold her house over a year later for 464, and it wasn't a time when the market was going down. So I could, you know, when I took that away from me, and at 500,000, and I was making 4.5%. You know, that was 22.5 that I gave up at that point in time, and I was thinking, gosh, I'm not sure that. You know, I'm like, that's kind of a big decision to give up 22 grand. But the bottom line is that my time, my sanity, all that stuff was not worth that $22,000 that I was going to get paid for the next year of constant phone calls in the morning and at night and every time in between about things that were poor choices that client made. So I chose not to work with her. And you know, you're going to have those situations as well, and you just want to have the freedom to be able to do what you want to do with those things. So when you look at what we do though, is we stop chasing prospects, and PPRA means prospects pursued, run away. So we definitely make sure that we're not having the clients run away. You know, I mean, we're following up with them, but we're not pursuing them to the point where they run away. It's just kind of a cute thing there. Compel prospects to call us using emotional direct response advertising, which is what we do. We use technology to sift and sort and screen the leads to find the most qualified and ready to act prospects. And we work only with the ones that we want to, and all of that kind of thing. We then present our compelling benefits to these prospects, giving them specific and tangible reasons why they would want to work with us without selling. We work only with those who value our services and who work with those under those terms, and we get rid of the rest. We love what we're doing. We have fun helping qualified and sincere clients who are loyal to us, and then we have the rewarding personal time and run a business at the same time. So if we're going to look at the 4 stages in the real estate process, what we're going to find is, first of all, you have to find the prospects. So we do all that for you. The second thing is that the prospects have to be converted into clients, and that's kind of where you start. Then we provide exceptional service so that they become happy lifelong customers, and that's a partnership. That's with you out there in the field, and then that's also us that are back here at the office, and we're making sure that the customer service is exactly what they want and what they expected to make sure that we have those repeat customers. Because number 4 is that we're going to leverage the one customer satisfaction so we get their repeat business and that they refer us to others. So those are a couple things that we want to do. So when you look at it and how we do it is that in finding the prospects, we run direct response lead generators for them to call us. The second thing we do is we use hotlines to sift and sort, which is the second step. The third step is that we have a follow-up system to convert the prospect to an appointment. So through these first 3 steps, you're not involved at all. We do all that for you. Then when it comes to step 4, where you're going to present the benefits to them and convert the prospects to the clients, that's where you're going to get involved. So we do have benefit presentations both for buyers and sellers, and so you're able to do that easily, and we demonstrate our value, which makes it easy for the customer and that they want to do business with us. We then are going to provide the wow service by implementing systems and assistance to handle the quantum leap in business. So obviously when we have assistance and systems that can actually take away some of that grunt work for you, you're going to be doing a better job than what you had been in the past. And then we have step 6 is communicate with the clients to obtain testimonials and referrals to build future business. So that's the last step of everything that we do, but again, that's a team effort. So with our home selling system, your success is imminent. So we're going to go through the steps to success with our team again. First of all, we're going to get the people to raise their hand, identify themselves, and call us. Then we're going to get them to sort themselves into who are ready to act versus working in a longer time frame. Then we're going to convince them to meet with us. Again, all of these things you guys don't do. Then we convert the prospects that we want to work with, and this is where you come in. Give them wow service, which is a joint venture, and then get them to give us referrals, okay? So when you're looking at it, our marketing system is different. You know, it talks to and about our prospects. You know, for example, we're going to guarantee that we sell their home or we're going to buy it. And I'm the one buying it, so I obviously have to make the decision as far as what it is. And there are always, you know, rules and regulations and everything that goes along with it. Conditions, I guess, is the best thing to say in regards to that. But you know, the conditions are, you know, simple ones and make sense and everything. And so when people just go along with them because that's what they feel is the right thing to do. Okay, we give them real benefits, and that's what they want, is they want those benefits to make sure that they get their things done. We give them compelling reasons to call us to get more information, and it's a non-threatening way to get in. They can call an 800 number, or they can call or they can go to a website, and they can obviously call the office, which they're a much more direct lead at that point in time. So what it's called is it's reverse prospecting. A lot of times people are actually raising their hand when it's really early in their process and they don't even realize that they're thinking of selling, but just subconsciously they may be. So they reach out to us, and what we do is we follow through with them until it's time to meet with them. And so that's what reverse prospecting is. They're identifying themselves to us instead of us going after them. So that means that all of the prospects and clients we help purchase a home or sell a home called us first. We don't do any cold calling. Through our innovative and exclusive consumer programs, we get hundreds of motivated buyers and sellers every month. And after screening the prospects, we pass the ready, willing, and able ones on to our selling partners, which is you. We have inside people that convert to an appointment and outside to a client. So when you look at what's happened in the real estate industry in the last, 20 years, in 2000, the average buyer contacted a real estate agent around 3 or 4 months before buying a home, and they were their source for finding houses, was definitely the agent. In 2017, the average consumer starts their online search 9 to 18 months before they actually buy a home. So the average agent is trapped. There's not the now business coming through the door, and there's no possible way to nurture those leads for a year and a half. But with our system, there is a way. Our exclusive inside sales system nurtures leads by phone, not drip campaigns and other failed models for years. You get the ready-to-act clients handed to you on a silver platter face-to-face appointments with buyers and sellers who are looking to move within the next few months. Your first check should be within 60 days. So, it's like when you think about it, you get your appointments, you're meeting with the people, and it might take you 30 days or so to find them a house, and so then 30 days to close, so like 60 days, for your first check. So how many sales would you have if you were only focusing on getting agreements signed versus pursuing prospects, meeting with the buyers and sellers versus finding them? So our lead generation system is like a funnel. You get the cream of the crop, face-to-face meetings with interested buyers and sellers, and as many as you can skillfully handle. So again, this is another slide from our presentation, which we go through all of these things with the sellers, and we'll train you on how to do that as well. But we have talking ads, we have a buyer profile system, leading edge internet marketing, reverse offer system, guaranteed sale program, and others. So what happens is that all of our systems create more demand for the homes that helps it sell faster and for more money. So when you look at what we do is we just do more marketing. So with more marketing, we get more buyers. And this is some of the places where we advertise. So the leads, we, come in through this site. We put them all into here. It's a Commissions Inc. site, if you've heard of some of those. And, but this is not the only source. This is just a very small source of where we get some of the leads, like as I showed you previously. But when you do get a lead, the leads come in and it tells us how long ago they came in, what price point they were looking for, what time frame they're looking at, how many times they logged into our site. And then it goes into how many they've looked at, how many are their favorites, how many would they like to see, all those kinds of things. And then it also asks them, are they a first-time buyer? Do they have a home to sell? Are they pre-qualified? All of those things are definitely included on all of the leads that we get. So when we have the lead flow chart, this is a little bit of what happens. So the prospect contacts us. We have somebody put them into our contact management system, and then the lead manager goes through and distributes the leads to the inside people that are making phone calls to make sure that, that we follow up on them. So the best inside people obviously get the best people. I mean, we are in business to make money, so the best inside people, the people that make the most appointments, that can convert the most leads, are obviously the ones that get the best ones. So when they make the first contact, either more follow-up is going to be done, and they're going to continue to do that. The lead is dropped because of poor quality, or an appointment is booked that an outside person is going to be meeting with them. So when the appointment is booked, the lead manager actually assigns the appointment to who is the best agent to get that appointment, and who's going to work best with that person. There's a lot of criteria that we go through to determine who the right person is. Then when the outside salesperson meets with them, if the listing contract is signed, that lead just stays with you, no problem. If they're going to do something within the next week, it also stays with the outside salesperson. But if they're too far in advance or something's not working, it's going to go back to the inside person to nurture some more. So you can see that if you're just working with the people that are ready to do something now or in the next couple of weeks, your pipeline is going to be full with people that are ready to make some things happen, and that's what we want. So we're looking for licensed realtors who passionately want to help others and make a rewarding income. And it's not about the transaction at all, is when it comes here, because what our core values are and what we want to accomplish here is we're all about solving problems for the people. And that's absolutely what we're all about. So we do that through excellence, integrity, generosity, and loyalty. And you have to be willing to grow too. So, all of those things combined really make, who we are and what we're trying to accomplish. But it's like the bottom line is that the more people that we can help, because we feel like we help them better than anybody else, then the more impact we're going to have on this world. And that's what we're all about. So as a sales partner, there's 10-point job description that you would have. The first one is to convert buyers and sellers to sign agreements at face-to-face appointments using our presentations, like I told you. So it's a step-by-step process. It is a system. So if you like to do your own thing, then this might not be for you. But if you're looking for a system that you can do consistently, then that's great. Then this is possibly the place for you. So then you're going to complete the VIP buyer listing paperwork and submit it to our department. We have app files as we use for our online system. We're going to show buyers properties and communicate with sellers weekly, submit offers weighted in the buyer's favor and negotiate, and submit offers to the seller's clients and negotiate. Submit any earnest money, obviously, negotiate home inspections, closing plan activities, and review the closing document with the buyer and seller client, and attend the closing. So these are the 10-point job descriptions that we have for you as a selling partner. And as a selling partner, you're going to receive a steady stream of qualified leads and appointments with motivated, ready-to-move prospects at 35% above market area price average. So what I mean by this is that really we do set you up with appointments, and our goal is to set you up with 2 a week. But if, your pipeline gets full, then, that might slack off a little bit, and it kind of depends on, what you want to do and how much you can handle, okay? And there are leads available if you'd like them, but most people are just happy with the appointments. They go in and they realize that they don't want to make those phone calls. So you don't have to, you get the appointment set up for you. So as a result of that, you make more money on less work because we have assistants and systems to do the stuff that keeps you from selling. We have systems for everything. And so you're going to forever end all forms of cold calling, manual grunt prospecting, thanks to our exclusive reverse prospecting system. No advertising expense or desk fees. You get the high-end leading edge millionaire agent training, and most likely earn $100,000 or more. So what it comes down to is working reasonable hours as well. And I'm not going to lie to you, it's not at the beginning. It's like you've got to hustle to get things going in your pipeline. And so, I hustle, and I expect everybody else to as well. But as time goes on and as you get everything rolling, then, you can kind of, coast a little bit and work more reasonable hours. You still have to work hard. I'm not saying that you don't. You still have to work hard. But, it's like you can put together more of what you want to do. But most real estate agents get in the business for the freedom, and they quit within 2 years because of lack of income and too much time and expense trying to find qualified prospects. So since we're on the leading edge of the industry with marketing and technology, you benefit. I actually am part of a mastermind group that's within the Craig Proctor system that are from people all over the country and all over North America, actually. And so we get together regularly and we go over what's going on in each other's markets. So I always know, I can see the signs of what's going on here, and compare what's going on in other parts of the country, and some parts are ahead of us and some parts are behind us. So it's constantly changing, but it's like we know what to do because of those relationships. So you can work from your home office. You have a full-time connection to our custom contact management system. We supply ready-to-act leads and appointments, so there's no wasted time prospecting. And by having something the prospect wants so badly, they're willing to meet you on your schedule, not theirs. So we want to work more reasonable hours with help you live a more balanced and fulfilling life. So it all comes down to this, it's like everybody who hears these words and puts them into practice is like a wise man who builds his house on the rock. It's all about foundations. And this isn't for everybody, so I don't pretend that it is, but it may be for you, but we do have solid systems and practices that we do. And this slide right here actually comes from you've probably heard of the greatest places to work in America and the polls and everything that they do. And when they do that, these are a lot of the qualities that they look for in a company, and when they're surveying the people that work there to see what they have. So, this is what they're looking for. So it's trust really between the company and yourself, and that kind of stuff. And this is what we strive for in two-way communication, in our competence and our integrity, our professional support, collaboration, and demonstrated caring, in equity, impartiality, and justice, all of those things. But we also want you to have pride for the job and pride about being on the team and with the organization. And we also have camaraderie, individuality is valued. It's a welcoming atmosphere, and you're a part of something larger. And so this is what we strive to do, and these are the things that we want to incorporate or do incorporate in who we are. So, if that's not something that, resonates with you, then this might not be the right place for you. But I just wanted to throw that in to let you know that as well. We train extensively upfront and coach you extensively forever. We have an OSA training course, Mentoring Greatness, Thursday role-playing calls, advanced lead conversion webinar, weekly sales training, and then specialized training by other experts. So there are a multitude of places where we train you. We both do it in person. We have online videos and those kinds of things that are available to you as well. So, it's like we'll definitely make sure that you are successful as a result of it. And this is just a little bit about me. I am a coach with Craig Proctor, and I mentioned that earlier. I am an author of Death of the Traditional Real Estate Agent, Rise of the Super Profitable Sales Team. That I have a few chapters in there with Craig Proctor's and Todd Walters. I am a radio show host on WFLA 1025 Sunday mornings. Actually, the call letters just changed to 93.1. And we're experimenting about doing a Friday afternoon show as well. And then we've done thousands of transactions. So what's going to happen when you come in here is that you're going to get all of the scripts and dialogues, the step-by-step procedures, the VIP buyer presentations, the ultimate listing presentation, professional service agreements, the guaranteed sale programs, leading edge technology, leading edge coaching, and much more. You get it all. So, as I mentioned before, it's about making and keeping more money. So the future has several names. For the weak, it's impossible. For the faint-hearted, it's unknown. For the thoughtful and valiant, it's ideal. By having a steady stream of prospects and sales appointments, your pipeline remains full. So allowing you more opportunities at building relationships with buyers and sellers gives you more opportunities for more sales. Make sense? Then, obviously, with more sales, you have more money and you don't have any expense. So the bottom line is you have more net income. So more sales plus more net income means you make more and you keep more. So the compensation, it depends on you, obviously. The first year is between 60 and 80,000. Second year is 80 and 120. And the reason for that is that just getting you warmed up on the systems, getting everything going, getting your pipeline full is what makes the difference there. So our customary commission on seller listing is 7%, with our team keeping 4.5%. Plus a transaction fee, and our negotiated fee on buyer transactions is 3.5% plus a $2.99 transaction fee. So know that this is another point where people go, well, what do you mean? Why don't you share it, 50-50? And the bottom line is that, we negotiate our fee and we'll teach others how to negotiate their fee too. But we're not going to be a slave to the MLS where there's downward pressure on those commissions. And so we get more commission, from that. So on a buyer side, for example, I've seen several of them that are at 2% in the MLS. So if we're getting 3.5%, we're already almost double of what the average agent is getting on the MLS. So when you look at what our compensation plan is and you think that, oh my gosh, it's like I'm going from 100% to this. Yes, but you've got more transactions, number one. And number two, you're getting more per transaction, up front. And so it all equals itself out and actually ends up being a boom for you in this system than it does in some others. So again, I know this isn't for everybody, but for those of you that it is, then we'd be happy to talk to you about that. So we do have a company assessment of 10%, and then we split the buyers 50-50, and the sellers are 60-40, just because we handle more things internally and have found that to work better. So you enjoy a higher quality of life. So part of our mission is you and your fulfillment. So just like the clients are ones that you guys are working with, I look at you as the people that come on board as my clients, and I want to make sure that they have the best experience and the best life can offer. So we're here to serve you, and we always put our people's interests ahead of profits, always. So there's a difference in selling homes and selling homes right, and we definitely want to sell them right. So with our team system, our exclusive marketing systems, our coaching and training, and premium commissions, you can trust us to help you sell homes right. So when you wonder what happens next, our goal is, and my goal is, and my commitment to you is that you're going to make at least 25,000 more with our team, or I'll pay you the difference. So again, there's conditions that apply, but I'm more than happy to go over all of those with you. So I'm confident in our system that you're going to be able to do that. So I want to make sure that you know that. So, with teamwork is the ability to work together towards a common vision. It's the fuel that allows common people to obtain uncommon results, which is what we're all about. And we can't direct the wind, but we can adjust the sails, and adjust the sails we will. So that's basically the end of our presentation that we have here. So like I said previously, if you'd like more information, all you have to do is fill out the form below, and then we'll be happy to get back in touch with you. If you want to, you can go ahead and call the office as well, which is 407-566-2555, and say you've watched this presentation of what we do at Frontgate, and you want to be a partner, then that's great. We also have opportunities if you want to at some time in the future be a team leader. We welcome that as well. So we have another presentation that we go through for people like that. But it's like, again, it's all part of the Craig Proctor system and what we do and everything. And we want to make a win-win situation for you and for everybody involved. So I hope you all have a great day, and I look forward to meeting you in the future. Have a great one. Bye-bye.